Yeah, this is Point Black. Coming in hard and off the card and straight off the boulevard. Coming with another hit. Boom bip. Through their lying ass lips. Got the fam out there cooking up some joints. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna bring them facts to crack their backs. And we gonna bring the heat on the motherfucking street. You know what I'm saying? We gonna kick that flow straight from the barrio. And we gonna let them know that we know, no matter how hard they try. This is PBN, Point Black, National News, the late edition. You know what I'm saying? Now, we're looking at some things today, as usual, as we go, as we know. You know what I'm saying? And we coming to find out more and more about the games that is being played. You know what I'm saying? And the question is, why would they need to do a study, you know what I mean, about why black people and Latinos won't take the vaccine or the vaccine rate is low? You know what I'm saying? And what they don't seem to want to understand is because, we see the trickery in the game. You know what I'm saying? And if we are not sick, like the gentleman said on News 12, if we are not sick, then why is it you want to constantly, push this situation on people? If we are not sick, why are you pushing drugs on non-sick people and forcing them to be vaccinated as if they're a child all over again? You know what I'm saying? As they try to add the numbers as they take, you know what I'm saying, not catching as to why numbers are going down. Now, as the numbers are going down, you know what I'm saying, then a lot of restrictions and certain things should be lifted and it should be dissipating. You know what I'm saying? So, as to why they continue to say everyone, you know what I mean? There should be a dissipation by now. You know what I'm saying? Why they keep saying everyone? You know what I mean? And we keep seeing the continuation of the focus as well on the black community. You know what I'm saying? Saying hesitancy. To what? Hesitancy to what? You know what I'm saying? It's a situation that should be dissipating based on a normal understanding of a virus. You pumped up the virus to be so bad in the minds of these people that they believe it's this and that, and then you make it happen so they can believe it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lie. To what? To me, a lie. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? But we don't need vaccines of any kind if we are not sick. So that's where the problem is coming in. People are not sick, but you're asking them to do something that they don't need to be doing if they're not sick. And that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Get out of the wall now. If they're not sick, you know, the vaccine of any kind if they're not sick. Whether you get it or not, that's your choice. That's your choice. Get it or not will not change the trickery that is upon us. You know what I'm saying? Because even Fauci is saying in and out stuff. You know what I mean? So we even watching him. You know what I mean? And the nation Luciferians, to me, you know what I'm saying? They're nation Luciferians. They, you know what I'm saying? They think they can fool us. They think they can fool you. You know what I'm saying? The world, even like, they think they can fool us and the world. Exactly is what I'm trying to say. Like that lady that's in Russia years ago, or not too long ago, a while back, you know what I'm saying? That Russian lady, to me, she's a dummy. You know what I'm saying? A dummy woman. And a Luciferian nut. You know what I mean? As far as I see, you know, and how she run her shit. But she said that if black people don't participate in the vaccine experiment, it won't work. She said she's deep state. She's deep state. And you know what I'm saying? And that she said this before, you know, it was even known as a pandemic. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And what did she know to make that kind of statement before it even really had even hit New York? You know what I'm saying? Over there in Russia. We were watching closely, you know what I'm saying, to make that kind of statement. You know what I mean? It didn't make sense. You know? Like she knows, like she know. You know what I mean? Like that, so she know it. It was, she was knowing that it was going to be to me like a global strike. You know what I mean? You know, by the deep state Luciferians, if you ask me. You know, black people don't need it. You know, stupid. We don't need it because for her to make a statement like that coming all the way from Russia, all the way to us over here, you know what I mean? To me, it was a global strike. It was a global strike, and we don't need it. You know what I mean? Black people don't need it. You know, black people don't need it at all. And we don't need to be literally brainwashed. You know, we don't need to be brainwashed by Como and anyone or any official of government or governor to convince people into taking something that they're not comfortable with, saying it's because of this and because of that. And then you made that and you made this. No, we got to do this because you did that. If you leave that alone and I come with no garbage to protect yourself from the next time a hero jumps up in there, you push the button because you want to keep on doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So, was this the pedophilia insurance policy? Or governor, like I said, what needs to be done is overstanding of why, who is, and who is responsible. That is the question. You know what I mean? Instead of running. That is the question as to what, as to what, you know what I'm saying, or what he or me or she or whoever is involved as to what he do not see. You know what I'm saying? Or what we do not see actually, of what we do not see. We need to answer those questions as to who, what, where, how, who's responsible. You know what I'm saying? In these questions that we ask that we do not see, that they want to make sure that we don't see because they keep it hidden from us. You know what I mean? So we need to do more questioning, to see. But it doesn't mean it do not exist. Because I don't trust no one. It's a fact. But how is it so? In what? In what? In what way? How is it so? In what way is there a light at the end of the tunnel? And why must it be or call for all when all is well? We must learn to find another way to save our way. Who seeks to destroy? You know what I mean? We must find our way, but we must watch who seeks to destroy humankind. You know what I'm saying? Because we have a lot of diabolical crooks in the world. We need to find out who and what is trying to destroy us, but saying that they care. But never, their road was never straight. Their road was never straight. But want us to walk the road. Didn't make sense to me. It makes sense to me. Now we see the angels, the guardian angels. Now that's a good thing. That's a good thing to see. Now we leave the emotions. Now we leave the emotions from, cheap talk. We leave the emotions away in the subway as we're doing the guardian work and stay away from people running their mouth and cheap talk from people. You know what I'm saying? But emotions in protection of New York. You know what I'm saying? Of New York. That emotion can run high. But when it comes to people on the subway, as you're riding the subway, guardian angels and people running their stupid ass mouth, don't pay them any mind. Your job is to protect the people of New York. You know what I mean? We know so as well the common and the rich that visit our cities, the common people as well as the rich, needs to be protected. We don't have time for small talking dudes on the train trying to provoke you and make you think that is all this and the third. We need you to do your job as a guardian angels down there, out there, who comes to our city. We need to protect them. As well as the common people as well as the rich, we need them to be protected because, we need the common people who comes or that live there and visit, as well as the wealthy people in Manhattan who live there and so on, who comes to our city to visit, to visit or to live. You know what I mean? We must not let criminals rule our city. We must stand strong. This is your time, guardian angels, to shine. This is your time to show what you can really do. This is Point Black. You know what I'm saying? Is watching. Good to see you. And thank you. And you are right. The mayor, the governor, has got to show more support and give a hand to the angels, the guardian angels, so we can see the streets as we once knew. You see what I'm saying? As we once knew. And the people of New York see something that is worth living here for. You know what I'm saying? As we once knew. You know? As we once knew. And we come here, we of new, you see something as well. As the people are flowing through our cities, if you as people come to our city and you see something, you know what I'm saying, let them know. If you see something, say something. You know what I'm saying? But let the professionals, do their job. No risking. The guardian angels knows what to do. So you just let them know and the different people around what's going on in the incident, that they be there. They're not going to be there to help everything because I'm not sure how deep or big their squad is, but their showing shows that we care about our city as well. Now we see another situation arising where SUNY has agreed to mandate, you know what I'm saying, or you cannot return to school without the shot. And many, think it's okay. Well, that's good for the many that thinks it's okay. We haven't found with that. You know what I mean? Like some are and have allowed and saying they think it's great. You know what I mean? But that's a situation that they're gonna have to work out. But I think it's a bad situation. Now we see also the CDC, approving Pfizer shots are ready to go, and the FDA is going to approve it as usual. They are and is down with the deep state. Point of fact, I'm down with the deep state. You know what I mean? because they have not, to me, contest anything fully that would contest the understanding of an emergency vaccine done in such a short time to be put out on the market. So to me, they down with the deep state. There had been no true rejections, only in the beginning, no true rejections, you know what I'm saying, from the FDA from the beginning to me and the end, but continue to approve every step of the way. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm watching that game too, you know, and as well, as well as Cheryl Notchman. She's back again. She's back again, and does, to me, she's saying one thing, but can she prove that it's good for the students? You know, she's saying a lot of students are getting sick and so on and so on. A lot of people getting sick. How is it really spreading? While they say it's good for you, everyone and every student, they speak as if what they are doing is a true solution. Now everyone's moving. Everyone move. Is if you don't understand, you won't. Now we see the truth in the game. Now we see the truth in this as restrictions, affects every move to con the masses by what they need. By what they need. You know what I'm saying? And those needs too. They are pushed into a corner where now we have to decide whether or not we're going to take a vaccine because you trumped up a thing and say so and so and so. So now we trapped into this whole situation based on that garbage. And it's restricting our movements and doing all kinds of things, como reinstating the restrictions secretly behind people's back and all kinds of shit. He got to go. And I would not reelect Laura Corey. She has to go along with Cuomo. Same thing for Steve Malone. I wouldn't reelect Steve Malone. Next time Steve Malone time come up, he got to go too. It's about time for him to go. You know what I mean? Yeah, I wouldn't reelect neither one of them, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? Because you're restricting and using a virus situation to be a way of restricting movements as life as we know it, saying now it's coming back to normal. Yeah, but if it's coming back to normal, where's the reduction? You cannot base the reduction of it going back to normal based on how many people you put this stuff into. Whether it's everybody or not, you know what I'm saying? What happens to the next time? And the next time this decides to pop along Cassidy. Answer that question. We're going to be back at this table again. So we've got to come up with a more understanding as to the game that is played. Because to me, it ain't no more than a demon Democrat insurance pedophilia policy. You know what I'm saying? Facts. And point black. Don't you do that. Now Biden is saying that Russia had nothing to do with the cyber attack. Okay, I'm going to get Biden that. I'm going to get Biden that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get Biden that. He's saying Russia had nothing to do with the cyber attacks. But the question is, that's hearsay. And can he prove it? You gotta see the proof. See, we don't see enough of these executive things going on. So let us see, can he prove that? Or is it only his word Think about it. You know what I mean? And how did he know? How did he know? And how did I know he would say that? You see? That he would say that, as we see, backing up, backing them up, backing them, backing them up, backing them up, as usual. Get off my phone, clap. Backing them up. Somebody try to call it the block shit. Backing them up. But we see. Remember that salt and water can be a middle, distraction, where one isn't, but is another. That it is. So, we see the little salt and water game they playing as a middle option, as a distraction. That means many will survive and many won't. And many will have and many will. So we got to watch that too. You know what I'm saying? Now we see where he has done damage. He has done damage. Institute a trap. Now he will pull the rug from under you. You know what I'm saying? From under you. But brought the bull, so will we see. You know what I'm saying? Mandate in college has begun. Fact, in point blank, a mandate on college students. Imagine that. They will stop. We see that. How about raising? And then he said about another thing he jumped on was about people going back to work and people on unemployment got to take jobs. You know what I'm saying? After they done wrecked the city with this garbage and did all this garbage. This is the only thing he can say. You know what I'm saying? He can say, if you get a job, you must take it. You see what I'm saying? After they pull this garbage on the people. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of schemes and hacking people, all kinds of people getting free license plates and all kinds of good shit that they gained that we could have been getting years ago, that we were suffering, getting stopped here and there and locked up for every chicken wing move we make. You know what I'm saying? There needed to be reform somewhere. Because we see the game be playing against us, but everybody else slide in this country and can scheme, deem, beam, and ragadeem and walk away with millions. But you suck the regular people and now you come with this garbage. While everybody else sliding in, like I seen on Riverhead, they just building the first Guatemala center out here to help the Guatemalese. You know what I'm saying? You should have did that for the Olmec Empire, people that were there before them too. You know what I mean? Talking that garbage, you talk. You know what I mean? Now you saying if you find a suitable job, you must take it. You know what I'm saying? But how about raising the minimum wage higher? While he talk about a suitable job. What suitable job gonna pay $2,100, $3,000 a month rent? People can barely even pay their insurance on some of them prices and rip-off games they play. And the rent is high skyrocket like you living in LA, out here on the eastern of Long Island, but you got to find a suitable job. And how that suitable job gonna pay what they ain't paying that? Well, how about raising the minimum wage higher while you're talking about suitable jobs? Clown. Remember, him and his son is rich with strange money. From where? We ask. Is the question from where we ask. But you telling everybody jump and take a job and you need to bust out a couple of more than $50,000 check to everybody. Everybody could do a 50 grand like you and your son. Getting strange money. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got nothing against it, but we need some too. Because money's a resource. It's not just a pleasure point or pleasure to be throwing in and wasting. Money can be a resource. Same if you get trapped in New York City and you got to get back home and you got money in your pocket, you can catch the train. You got to sit there begging everybody for something. But the way they pay people just past broke, you know what I mean? If you're talking about a job, yeah, job, I got to have the job, yeah, just past broke. You know what I'm saying? While you're running back and forth, slaving for the rest of your life, while they could take strange money because of this city, this position, and that position. Don't come with that garbage and that fuckery. You better make sure the people wing down off of this very slowly. Because the game that was played was not a good one. And we see the garbage. Oh, yes. We see the garbage. Now you're coming with this bullshit. So when you push them into these jobs and the people say they got to be vaccinated, what happened then? The people going to quit the jobs? So we right back to where we started from in economical downbreak? Let's be real here, Mr. Biden. Let's be real here. You know what I'm saying? Your pockets is lined with strange money. From where we ask. But we have to. We have to. We have to ask. We have to. You know what I mean? We have to ask. To his line. But Biden ain't stretching no dollar. You know what I'm saying? We the ones stretching a dollar. You know what I'm saying? They're using the pandemic trick. You know what I'm saying? Using a pandemic trick. To me, using a pandemic trick, or get now they was looking at a situation where he even got to the point where they're saying they'll even give you a free ticket to ride the rails, pumped up with the vax. You see it? And when you say something, does some of this make sense? No, it doesn't. You know? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's a cesspool. Nah. Yeah. Nah. Yeah. No. Yeah. It's a cesspool. You know what I mean? But some people don't want to admit it. They'd rather use the terminology to get out of it and say an easy way of saying, just say, oh, you talking about conspiracy and you don't do anything. Yeah, but you want everybody to get that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I was saying, you know what I'm saying? They ain't stretching no money. And it is a cesspool. When we really look at the whole situation based on what's going on. Like I said, they ain't stretching no dollars at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? So to me, ain't no more than this is no more than a demon Democrat insurance policy that if somebody step up in office again and put their pedophilia garbage and the Luciferian shit they doing in check, and they're going to push the button and everybody going to pop with the 5G. Something ain't right, and we need to find out what it is that's going on in our country based on this, because it cannot just be based on a pandemic and a sickness saying that it's a cold and flu virus. Ain't no way. And anybody can clearly see that. Now, if you're too stupid and still believing in conspiracy, then you go down that road and that's good for you. But it ain't good for normal people who ain't sick and got sense. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If we see that doctor on News 12, you know what I'm saying? About who do not, need it, or some junkie was saying, but, it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. I don't know what the doctor is, but he looked like he from Asia, India, or whatever, talking about those who do not tell. No, it wasn't him. I know who it was. I had to recollect for a moment. But there was a doctor up there, he talking about those who do not tell them, you know what I'm saying, they have side effects. That's what he was talking about. So now he wanted people to come back and tell them that they sick so they could study you and treat you for the side effects, is what he tried to say. You know what I mean? Okay. But they weren't sick before they got tested. and they weren't sick before they took the vaccine. You see what I'm saying? So if they're getting side effects, the side effects means that the vaccine needs more approval, needs more testing, needs more work, needs more this. But in the way you're rushing this does not say that. That is what the dead giveaway is. And when people say it, you want to take their comments down. Like they have no right to defend themselves against anything that might seem to be right but is wrong somewhere along the line. You know what I'm saying? And we don't need imaginary friends. We grown. So understand that. You know what I mean? You, for some reason, you think that your channels and these different things that we come on and try to do what we got to do to reach the world is a place where we also got brainwashed from and dummied down, even through the hip hop music, that 1, 2, 3 ABC music. That ain't dummied down a damn thing when it came to Point Black. I just watch it all go on. You know what I'm saying? Now you want people to come back and tell you about these side effects, you know what I'm saying, after this and the third. But before testing, like I said, or treatment, they were fine.